We're back for X-Men Fancasting Part 2, and it's time for the villains to get shown some love. The X-Men are only as good as their villains, so I'm trying to make sure that I am not slacking off with these particular casting choices. So let's get to it. Viggo Mortensen as Magneto. Now, it seems likely that in developing an X-Men film and utilizing the character of Magneto, Marvel Studios may or may not still rely on him being a Holocaust survivor just because of the age. But there's still a lot of storytelling that you can mine from making Eric Lehnsherr a descendant of a Holocaust survivor, maybe even be raised by a Holocaust survivor. Think something along the lines of Logan Lerman's character in the Amazon series Hunters. I'm trying to remember if anyone else may have recommended Viggo Mortensen for Magneto before me, but I don't feel like looking it up right now, so I'm just going to assume that someone else may already have done that, and I'm just going to co-sign. Mortensen has obviously clocked in some amazing performances if you look at his career. If you look at G.I. Jane, Lord of the Rings, A History of Violence, Eastern Promises. This man could probably sleepwalk through the role of Magneto and it would still be Oscar-worthy. Jaime Clayton as Mystique. Now, to be fair, I've only seen Jaime Clayton in the Netflix series Sense8, but damn it if she didn't make an impact overall. Nomi and Amanita's arc was definitely my favorite over the course of the series compared to the other characters, as great as they all were. And I just feel like I would love to see what Jaime Clayton could do in a more villainous role if she hasn't already done one. Come to think of it, I should probably just go ahead and see all the other stuff she's been in, just to see if she hasn't already done it. Zoey Deutch as Rogue. I was actually today old when I found out that this woman is actually Leah Thompson's daughter. Not that it should have any bearing on my decision to cast her, but it was just something that caught me by surprise. Zoey has this great, innocent-looking, but probably more trouble than she's worth quality about her that I think would be perfect for a character like Rogue. And yes, if I were doing an X-Men movie in the MCU, I would start the film off with Rogue being a reluctant villain, similar to how she was introduced in the comics, and then having her slowly defect over to the side of the X-Men. Mystique is her adoptive mother, after all. Zoey Deutch has a knack for comedy, but she does have some strong dramatic roles under her belt that shouldn't be overlooked. Even if she's in a film that's not all that great, she's usually great in it. I, for one, actually enjoyed Vampire Academy, and I apologize for nothing. Gregory Smith as Pyro. I swear to Christ, this has less to do with him being Canadian and more to do with his role in the Rutger Hauer Grindhouse film Hobo with a Shotgun, where he plays the son of a crime boss who revels in killing a school bus full of children with a flamethrower in a key scene. Is that dark? Yeah, I think that may have been a little too dark. And now I feel bad. And if you haven't already, watch Hobo with a Shotgun and thank me later. Now, we can't forget about some of the X-Men's human villains, so why don't we show the normies some love as well, shall we? Rob Lowe as Senator Robert Kelly. Rob Lowe's credits are vast and varied, and between roles in Parks and Recreation, The West Wing, and a few other credits, he's already got some experience playing political officials, or at least someone who works closely in politics. And I feel like of the real-life politicians who would most likely share in Kelly's anti-mutant views, a lot of them look like shriveled up lizards, quite honestly. So why not balance things out a bit and cast an actor who was a prominent heartthrob throughout most of the 1980s, and is aging pretty darn good, if I may say so. Dan Stevens as Graydon Creed. This is a character that I would actually like to see go through a bit of a reimagining and not be so analogous to a leader of a KKK chapter like he is in the comics. I feel like this Great and Creed should be more akin to someone like Richard Spencer, an individual who likes to believe that they're more charismatic and charming than they actually are, thus making their unabashedly prejudiced viewpoints all the more disgusting. Now, I love Dan Stevens in general. I know a lot of y'all love Dan Stevens in Downton Abbey and were sad and heartbroken when he died in a car crash. Some of y'all even liked him in the live-action Beauty and the Beast from a few years back. But I haven't even seen the animated Beauty and the Beast in its entirety, so ask me if I've seen the live-action version. I will say this, though. I will forever love Dan Stevens for his role in the somewhat overlooked action thriller, The Guest. And that has made all the difference. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you've got your own thoughts or suggestions on actors you would like to see in an MCU X-Men film, please go ahead and leave a comment in the section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit that notification bell, share this video with your friends and family, and if you'd like to keep up to date on more At Random videos, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button right over here.